Take just a moment to silence your cell phones if you don't mind, and we will get going. The very first tune tonight is from our 2019 halftime show, The Semi-Evolution of Punk. The My Chemical Romance classic. This is Welcome to the Black Parade. Welcome. So good to see you all again. Let's have some fun. Thank you all so much. We are going to get moving right along. I will talk as little as possible this evening, but once again, we are so grateful to see every single one of you tonight. We are going to get going right away. That tune, Welcome to the Black Parade, came out in 2006, which is the glory days for a lot of you out here. I'll tell you what, I was a sophomore in high school. That song really brought up a lot of things, a lot of emotions in sophomore Mr. Brown. I'll tell you what, I used to sit in my room and just hate the establishment, all that kind of stuff. Boy, is that a good time. Hey, let's keep going right away. Up next is the tune that we played for the homecoming parade this year. There was a big hit with all the kids at both the elementary schools. This is from the 2016 movie Trolls and superstar Justin Timberlake. This is Can't Stop the Feeling. Thank you so much. I need to share some stuff with you real quick. This is a really special night for me and for these kids. I am really, really excited to have my wife here. Mrs. Brown is here tonight, as well as my daughter, Jude, is here tonight as well. Yeah, this is what they call the witching hour. So this is not a great time, but it's okay. So this is Jude. Jude Ivy Brown is just over 4 months old now. She was born on June 19th, about a week and a half after we got done with in-service, so the timing was impeccable, I may say. I gotta tell you though, this marching band concert was a really interesting marker because last year, on the day of the marching band concert, right after we got done from school, Mrs. Brown handed me a positive pregnancy test. Right after we got home from school, and I said, whoa. And then I had to come back for the marching band concert. And I gotta tell you, I had more than a couple kids say, Mr. Brown, are you okay? You seem a little, kind of spaced out tonight. I said, you know, I'm all right. You know, and October 18th, last year on the marching band concert day, it blew my mind. And this past year has been an absolute whirlwind. But these kids have really been a huge support. A lot of you have been really, really kind and really supportive in this process. And we're very, very thankful for you. Yeah, I know. Hey, Jude, you got anything you want to say? She's working on buzzing already, like a brass player, right? Okay, I might leave her back. Good job, Judy. I gotta tell you, it's really special for me because as an elementary school kid, both my parents are music teachers. And my dad is a band director and used to be a high school band director, just like I am now. And I remember going to his concerts in elementary school and just looking at the high school band and thinking, wow, this is so cool, this is so great, whoa! And this is the first time that my daughter has been at one of my concerts, and it's mind-blowing for me. A complete full circle moment. Thank you for indulging me and just letting me share that with you all. It's just a really, really all right, well, Judy, if those were loud, this one's going to be loud too. Yeah, this is another one from the but she has her little headphones on though, which were imperative for having two parents who are music teachers, you know. Anyways, let's get back to it. This is another tune from our 2019 Semi-Evolution Punk Show from American rock band Green Day, another one I used to sit in my room and scream at the top of my lungs. Here is Holiday. Our next tune is a new addition to the Pep Band folders this year. Released in 1971, this tune is known pretty universally. Fun fact, the writers of this tune, who were friends of the eventual artist, John Denver, just a little hint if you don't know what's coming, had planned originally to sell this tune to the Man in Black, Johnny Cash. When their friend John Denver heard about it, he pitched a fit and said, no, 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 no. And boy, was that a good decision, because Take Me Home Country Roads quickly became like what it is today and what it continues to be. We're very thankful for it. This is Almost Heaven, West Virginia, Take Me Home Country Roads. Before we continue, I'd like to take just a moment and thank our senior band members out here. These kids stuck it out through a lot these past couple of years. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll tell you what, though, they have persevered. They are great humans first, great musicians second, which is what we preach every single day in the band room. That's the order that we're always looking for, and these kids personify it 100%. They've got a great year ahead of them, if I may say so. They've already done a lot of great things this school year. I'm going to read their names, and as I do, please just stand, hold your applause until the end, so we can clap for all of them at the same time. Here's your seniors. Check this out. Listen to all these names, but save your applause till the end. Logan Brash, Austin Coldren, Isaac Delgado, Connor Dovermule, JT Fell, Abby Gerloff, Hunter Grinke, Eric Halen, Mason Honig, Connor Jacobson, Tyler Kramer, McGuire Maxwell, Cole Miller, Dustin Wynn, Christy Nielsen, Morgan Rasmussen, Riley Rose, Roseanne Seuss, Bella Spain, Jack Stelter, Lane Summer, Sydney Tolan, Carter Ward, Noah Ward. Look at all these people. That is a big hit, folks. tell you what, I've been waiting for this group to be seniors because I want to get rid of them. Because boy are they at the peak of their playing right now. They are really, really playing the lights out. I'm very thankful for them. They're also blossoming into great human beings. We're very, very thankful for them. So all those of you who raised them, who are out here in the crowd, thank you for being great people. And thank you for raising great people. I'm really a big fan of them. Okay? Let's keep going. There we go. All right, I'm back. Our last song in the first set is from Grammy Award-winning artist Britney Spears. Folks, don't even get me started on Britney. I could go all night. You say the word, I'll pull out my Google Slides presentation. It's a whole thing. I'll do it. I'll do it. Ask a Wind Ensemble member if you want to know. Anyways, released in 2004, Toxic peaked at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and is an absolute banger. Please enjoy this other new addition to our folders, Toxic by Britney Spears. Transitions out of their spots to line up for our sort of halftime presentation. I'd like to hand the mic to Bonita Skoka tonight, one of our Turner Band Booster members, who's going to draw our 50-50 raffle for us. Hi, Bonita. So good to see you. Here you go.
I'm kind of an alumni of the band, Boosters and Band. I counted, this would be just the start of the 5th year of my youngest that was done with band. Yeah. And I'll bring back memory lane too. It was the first time, you don't see him panic, I've seen it before. We couldn't do the band concert in here for marching band that year. Where did we do it? Out there on the football field. But the fun part was to watch him really sweat that night because it was going to rain. And Mrs. Rosenthal is over on the corner watching on her phone the radar. The raindrops didn't start till after he had everything packed up and out of there. But he was sweating. So anyhow, I'm here to do the 50-50. I should maybe try this. I won that. Some of you might recognize me from before. A lot of you may not if you're newer to the band in the last few years. Funny thing is, I still know who some of these kids are. Got it, Cole. Yeah, there's a few of them I still know. That's the scary part. But anyhow, I'm also going to encourage you, before I do this, so I don't forget, some of you saw was our band booster form as a member of our band booster. It's mostly, if you want to, it's kind of a donation, but you get your name in the programs. There was no program tonight, so we don't know if your name is in there yet or not, but there will be one for Christmas. Okay. There will be one for Christmas. Okay. So anyhow, just remember that it's just kind of part of being band boosters. It's basically just to contribute to the band boosters so we can help pay for things that we buy and stuff. You're going to talk more about it at all, or? Okay, or no? Okay, so that's just a little reminder, just we have the forms out there. If you do have it with, we do have pens now, we found pens. So if you haven't dropped it off, you can drop it off to us out there. We'll be at the table as well, but get a chance to do so. We sometimes, they're looking for volunteers to help with little things. Not too much most of the time, but it's just to just be part of it to say you're supporting the band in many ways. So, all right, for the 50-50, get those tickets out there. All right, the number for tonight is 637-426. 637-426. And they're going to win $148, so you better admit that you got it. You got it? All right. Well, we'll get it afterwards, okay? Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. Guard, you ready to rock? Love it. All right. Let's keep moving, because it is a Monday night. These kids know what I'm talking about. It's tough to come back to school the day after a concert. You know what I mean? I'm not coming back tomorrow, though, because we have the middle school Halloween tour, so I'm going to dress up as, I'm not telling you what yet. Yeah, you might see me tomorrow, you'll see. Anyways, we're going to have a great time. We're going to keep going. Up next is the halftime show. So I'm not going to read the entire script that I usually give to Mr. McCorney to read, but I will just get right to it. This is some of the music of Bruno Mars. Up first is one of our halftime tunes, That's What I Love. Thank you so much. The final Bruno Mars tune that we're going to play for you tonight is the chart topper Uptown Funk. Another collaboration with fan producer Mark Ronson. Uptown Funk is among the top 10 most viewed videos on YouTube, even to this day. That's shocking to me, because I was certain that the top 10 would be full of videos from Mr. Gettler's fishing YouTube channel. And unfortunately, like, that's just not the case. ITV Muskie, if you want to check it out and smash that subscribe button, he's going to pay me for that little bit of advertising. Anyways, they're not in the top 10, but Bruno Mars is. Here is Uptown Funk in the Turner High School marching band. Thank you so much. Great job, Color Guard. As our Color Guard comes back to join us, we will get ready for the second half. I'm having such a good time. Boy, do I love working with these people. Oh my gosh. You know, stick to the script. Here we go. We don't need to pontificate. Up first in the second half is a tune that has floated in and out of our pep band folders over the years, and I only put it in if, quote, we have the horses for it. And boy, do we ever. This is from Queen V, Beyonce. Please enjoy Crazy in Love. chop busting in the band room. Chop busting is where we put a bunch of tunes up on the board and we start the clock and we play from the beginning of the hour to the end of the hour, straight down, to build up their endurance and to build up their mental stamina as well. All you alumni remember chop busting up there. It's a part of the whole experience, because it's not easy to sit down here and play for a full concert like this. A concert of absolute bangers, if I may say so myself. Up next is another new one in the pep band folders. This tune's in the sweet spot. We have this conversation all the time in the band room regarding pep band tunes. This song was wildly popular upon its release in 2017. Naturally, then it got overplayed and people got burnt out on it. So it was off limits socially for 3 to 4 years. Now it's in the sweet spot where we haven't heard it in a while, and we found a great arrangement and we're having a good time with it. All that to say, you didn't know that, but I wanted to tell you anyways. Here's a 2017 smash hit from Camila Cabello, Havana. Thank you so much. We will speed right along. Our next tune tonight was released in January of 2015 as a part of Fall Out Boy's album, American Beauty, American Psycho. This song portrays the title character, actress Uma Thurman, in her role as Mia Wallace in the Quentin Tarantino film Pulp Fiction, featuring a prominently sampled melody from the popular classic TV series, The Munsters, which, by the way, I introduced some of them to the Munsters. It's not like, oh, wow, you don't know the Munsters, wow, but it's interesting to find out where it comes from, you know, and a lot of them did not know. That's okay, though. Here is Uma Thurman by Fall Out Boy. We're almost there. Our next selection tonight is only Turner Band Band standards on the concert, released in 1980 on his debut album, The Blizzard of Oz. Crazy Train quickly became one of Ozzy Osbourne's signature songs. Still popular in sports arenas to this day, this tune from the Prince of Darkness himself demands your response. Feel free to join in at the beginning if you know what we mean. If you know, you know. Here comes Crazy Train. All right, thank you so much. We have had such a great time here tonight. I really appreciate every one of you coming out, truly I do, on a Monday night for this first real band concert of the year. I gotta tell you, lots of big tunes in here, loud, fast, wild, not to mention difficult. I'm so glad we could mix it up a little bit and give you some tunes that you don't hear every day. Looking at the future, I'm sure any one of the people out here can tell you, we leave for Florida in 23 days. A really nice time to be getting out of Dodge, if I may say so myself, as the weather's about to take a turn. I know a lot of you are pumped. I am too. It's going to be a great time. More info coming very, very soon. The beginning of the school year, especially with Mrs. Brown out on maternity leave, which we're very grateful for, has been a bit of a whirlwind. I've got to thank several people, and I truly hope you'll join me. First of all, Cole Miller has stepped into our drum major role this year and quickly become a force to be reckoned with in this band program. I can confidently say this young man right here, Cole Miller, is doing a great job. We're all very, very grateful. Next, a face you don't see but these people see every single day is Miss Freeman, who is our student teacher / intern. She's been working with our groups while Mrs. Brown is out on leave. She's doing a great job, making connections with students, doing all the teaching things, teaching us some new things as well in the process. She's up running the camera tonight. Miss Freeman, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Next, I'd like to thank the hardest working man in showbiz, or at least in this building, Mr. Jeff Fallon. If you know Jeff Fallon, you know he is the wheels on this bus. Jeff Fallon, is all over our current concert schedule, always meets our needs with no complaints. Jeff and his crew made all of this happen tonight. Help me thank him so much. Thank you. I would also like to thank Mr. Bright for his support of the band program and for regularly listening to my grievances and solving my problems so quickly and without any complaint. Mr. Bright's here tonight. Give him a round. I'd like to thank, in a group of four here, Dr. McCarthy, Mr. Keppen, Mrs. Drapes, and Vicki Helms for being the bumpers that keep this bowling ball in front of you. Thank you, all of you, for keeping us in line, organized, moving forward, and their tremendous support of this band program. Lastly, I'd like to thank all of you. Truly, the families and friends of our band students for coming out to support them tonight. COVID was wild. Last year was such a rebuilding year. It was so hard to get things on the way back to normal. But you all stuck it out. These people stuck it out. And I can confidently say, as you hear tonight, the Turner Band is back, baby, and we're trending up. So thank you all so much for your support. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, lastly, I'd obviously like to thank Mrs. Brown and Jude for all their love and support. I love these kids to death, but it's never been harder to leave the house every day. This is my first child, obviously, and those of you who are parents and who work probably understand that. I never knew that feeling until this year. I gotta tell you, it's wild. But I'll tell you what though, these people are about the only thing that can get me out of the house, because I really love working with them. Big round of applause for Mrs. Brown and Julie. You know what? I'm gonna have a talk with that baby later. I can't believe she fell asleep during her first concert, so we'll deal with that later. Anyways, let's bring this plane in for a landing. Hey band, you've been working really hard tonight, and I appreciate that. We're only about 2/3 of the way done with our job, though, because as you well know, we have 90 sixth graders coming in tomorrow morning at probably before 7:35 a.m. So this band room has to be set up and ready to go and spotless when they come in the morning. And many hands make light work, and you all have at least 2 of them. So if you could help us out, that would be awesome. Finally, our final tune of the evening is one of my absolute favorites in the pep band folder, and my only non-negotiable tune this evening. Here is a Frankie Valli classic tune, December 1963. marching band song, without your school song, the Turner High School fight song, The Victors. Stand up and join us. Here it comes, The Victors. Thank you again. Have a safe drive and a great week. Here's The Victors. Thank you so much. Those of you who would like one, seniors, bring your instruments and come join me in front. Here's a photo op for you if you would like one. Everybody else, thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great week. Tuesday's going to hit you like a freight train. See you tomorrow. Seniors, come join me in front with your instruments.